What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be fun because I've never done this before. This is going to be a day in the life, but at the same time it's going to be a Q&A. So I posted the little Instagram like question thing on my story, and I got a bunch of questions, and I'm going to try to touch on a lot of them. And the one thing that I'm going to try my hardest to do, guys, is not to go off on a tangent, because I tend to do that. I like to talk about things that I like talking about, and these questions are things that I like to talk about. So I'm not going to go too in depth with it. If you guys want any sort of context on any of the questions that I answer, you know, feel free to DM me on Instagram and we can talk for hours about them. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any time. So the first question is, what got me into fitness? I am assuming that he's asking what got me into like fitness as a whole, not necessarily what got me into like working out and stuff. So I'm going to answer like fitness as a whole. So, and then the second question, what did I envision myself when I started fitness? So basically what got me into fitness as a whole was the love for the way it made me feel mentally and physically. So like literally the start of, not the end, actually no, not the start, the end of 2016, that's when I told myself I'm going to go full-fledged into the fitness lifestyle, you know, working out on a consistent basis, dieting on a consistent basis, going to school to become a personal trainer, and preparing for my first powerlifting show. So that end of the year, guys, after a bad breakup, I literally went full-fledged into the fitness lifestyle, guys. And the second part is what did I envision myself going into fitness? Basically, you know, I've been watching fitness YouTube for a couple of years at that point, and I was watching YouTube as a whole, and I knew for a fact that I loved it. I love that aspect. I love, you know, like making videos and kind of like, you know, weirdly filming myself. I don't know if that you can call that weird, but most people don't think about filming themselves on a daily basis. But basically, I just want to be someone to someone else. So basically I want to be a motivation. I wanted to be an inspiration to myself. So my vision was to make these videos and be a inspiration and motivation to someone out there, so they can do what they love to do and kind of like, again, dive headfirst into that journey. So I guess that you could, I guess that's what you can, like, that's the answer to that question. Basically, I envision myself being a motivation and inspiration, honestly, to all of you guys, even if it's one person that to absorb my content, or all of you guys. I want to be someone that you guys look up to. All right, guys. So my reel is posted and gives me a good reason to start the next question. So the next question is a question that I believe that a lot of you guys can relate to, and a lot of you guys can absorb and kind of like incorporate to your own lives. So basically the next question is, how do you stay committed to doing what you enjoy even though you're working a full-time job? I'm trying so hard not to go off on a tangent, guys, but simply enough, guys, if it's an outlet to get away. It's an outlet to get away from, you know, the hustle and bustle of a full-time job, the stresses of a full-time job, and how a full-time job makes you feel mentally and physically. It's a route for you to kind of like, okay, I'm done with work. Now it's time to do what I love, and this is what I've been looking forward to, guys. It's the love and the passion that you guys have, no matter what it is, no matter if it's like what I'm doing, if it's like making videos, if it's fitness, if it's like working out, or if it's doing something else, if it's like, you know, like painting or video games, like anything that you're passionate about, guys. It's something that, like, what keeps me committed, and I believe what is going to help you stay committed to doing what you enjoy, is the love for it, and is the love and it's the route that you can get away from the hustle of the stresses of a full-time job, guys. What a beautiful day in New York, Long Island. Yesterday was a really shitty day. It was like freaking cold. Like, it literally felt like winter. But today it's a little windy, so it's a little cool, but the sun is out, blue skies, love it. Alrighty guys, we are here at the gas station and we're gonna get some stuff done. Obviously gas, and then we're gonna go to Starbucks. But the next question that I definitely want to answer for you guys is a question that I low-key think about on a daily basis. Where do I see myself in the next 10 years? It's gonna be bullet points, guys. It's not gonna be too in-depth on who, what, when, where, and how. So, number 1, owning my own gym. Number 2 is owning my own clothing brand. Number 3, to be a IFBB pro / compete at a national powerlifting competition more than once, for sure. And then the last one is definitely going to be sponsored by a big clothing company or a big supplement company. No matter who it is, it's definitely going to be a company that I relate to and I kind of connect to personally, mentally, and obviously if I like them. So yeah. Alright guys, before I go into Starbucks, I looked at this next question and I wanted to sit down, not be so in a hurry or doing anything, because this question hits. This question hits me hard. So this question is, what would you say to your younger self that could help someone around that age today? Definitely times have changed, but honestly, don't be so caught up in what other people think of you. Be yourself and have fun and do what you love, because don't be so caught up in the trends. Don't be so caught up in following people. Be yourself, have fun, do what you love, because the people that are meant for you to gravitate to, you will gravitate towards them, and it's going to make your life a lot better than you following people that you think are cool, or the people that are doing the stuff that is cool. So alrighty guys, Starbucks acquired. We're gonna bang out these next 2 questions because they don't really need a big explanation for them. So first question, am I single? Yes, I am single, unfortunately, but I'm ready for Mrs. Right to come into my life, guys. I am finally ready for a girlfriend, because for the past couple years, I've been mentally in a bad place, so I wasn't ready for anything. So I'm ready for a relationship. So Mrs. Right, if you're out there, I'm ready for you, girl. So next question is, what can you guys expect from my social medias? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Most importantly is going to be motivation, because I want to motivate you guys to be the best version of yourself every single day, and the beginning of every single day to strive for you to be better. Alright, last question while we are heading home from Starbucks. Will I be competing anytime soon, as in powerlifting or bodybuilding? Yes, I will. Well, I wouldn't say if it's like soon-ish, but I am planning to step on stage, on a bodybuilding stage next year, guys. I'm making it a mission to do it, guys. I've been pushing it off for so many years. Now I'm making it a mission that I'm going to step on a bodybuilding stage next year. So, and regarding powerlifting, I will definitely going to be powerlifting again, but my mind is set on stepping on stage first. And let me tell you, that prep series is going to be chef's kiss, guys. It's going to be freaking awesome. So I hope you guys are ready. But yeah, next year we're stepping on stage. Alright guys, we're here at South Shore. We are commencing the back day. Obviously, you know, we have to start the day with warm-up treadmill. But let's answer the next question on the list, which I wanted to save until when we got to the gym because I'm going to pretty much finish up the Q&A here at the gym. So let's see. Okay, so the next question is, what does creating content mean to me? So I also like this question because pretty much me making content, YouTube videos, Instagram photos, Instagram reels, like anything regarding content creation, like it just helps me express who I am, and it makes me you know, show people who I am as a person. So like the thing is like, as I said in the beginning of the video, I was super shy and super insecure when I was younger, so it was hard for me to kind of express who I was, and creating content now and making videos helps me become who I am and show people who I am, not necessarily being so caught up in, you know, people judging my personality or who I am, or that's probably the same thing, but yeah, so basically like creating content means a lot to me because it helps me show people who I truly am. It helps me realize that being myself isn't a bad thing. We're gonna go on to the second to last question. This is an interesting question as well. Would you ever expand your training in other fields such as Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, or boxing? Believe it or not, back in 2018, when I did like a full year cut, like I was in a deficit for a full year, I actually, like one of my forms of cardio was Muay Thai. So talking about that, talking about like that area of like fitness, I would go back to like doing Muay Thai and specifically Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing and all that. I would actually do it. Like it's something intriguing that I like to do. Obviously I won't be competitive at it, obviously, but to do it as like a form of exercise, I totally would. So yeah. Alrighty guys, so it's the next day from the back workout you guys just saw. We're gonna end off the Q&A video with the last question and a new day. So let's see what the last question is. If I can remember, it has something to do with videography. Yep. So, sorry, I'm dying on the Stairmaster. How big is the learning curve to get into video editing and learning the software? So, the learning curve, it all depends on which like editing software that you're going to be using. Like for me, I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro. So see, the thing is about any editing software, it's as simple or as complex as you make it. So basically, if you want to make it as simple, it's not that hard to learn. But if you want to make it as complex as possible, kind of like, you know, incorporating a lot of effects and transitions and stuff like that, then that's when it gets a little harder to learn, and it's gonna be a little tedious to learn. So again, if you want to learn the complete basics of any editing software, then it's not going to be as hard as, let's say, if you want to put a lot of effects and transitions and stuff. So I'm going to end off the answer there because I'm like dying on the Stairmaster. So I hope you guys like this Q&A, the first Q&A on the channel. There's definitely going to be more in the future. If you guys like it,
don't forget to leave a like, comment something nice, and share the video, and press the little bell thing so you're notified whenever I upload and we can reach more people. So hope you guys like this video. Stay positive, stay motivated, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.